I am at FEFCO 2023 with Nils Gottfried, who is a digital guy in a heavy corrugating organization like BHS. So Nils, it's always a pleasure seeing you. Ciao.
Thank you. Good to meet you again. Long time ago.
Yeah. It's a couple of months, even more when I visited BHS the last time, and so it's so exciting to see this combination, digital printing and heavy-duty corrugators hand in hand. So it's a sort of magic. So what is the situation? Can you update me on the development of this project?
Yes, of course. The overall, let's say, umbrella for BHS is the box plant vision. That was the vision that was developed some years ago, and in that vision, of course, digital print plays a major role. And since we met last time, a lot of things happened in that time. So, as you know, we have an installation already at Schumacher Greven with our digital printer. And by the way, now the printers have really a name. So we call them now the Jetliner. It's a Jetliner product of family of products, more or less.
Good idea, because the previous name was super difficult.
It was very difficult to spell. Yeah, even for me, I trained it a lot of time, but it's much easier now. Yeah? So the family of products called Jetliner, and then we have the Jetliner Xceed, which is the 4-color product we have, that you know, that is installed in Greven. And we added recently the Jetliner Monochrome to the portfolio. The Monochrome printer is a printer that can be integrated directly into the corrugator at corrugator width, and it prints at corrugator speeds. Just one color black. So what we have in mind with that product is that most of our customers in their portfolio is 90% of the jobs is black on brown paper. That means normally this is jobs that don't require a lot of printing knowledge in the converting. So what we want is we want to take out these jobs from converting and
from flexo,
from analog flexo, exactly, we need to mention that, from analog flexo to the corrugator, to print already in the corrugator and create printed sheets. So in the converting there is only the cutting, creasing and folding. This is the basic idea of the monochrome printer, and all that with static jobs, static black jobs, and of course we talk here about dynamic QR codes, and our idea is to have a dynamic QR code on any box in the end.
Is the same technology, same heads, same quality of the 4-color machine?
Exactly. So
just one bar.
It's 2 bars actually. So like on the 4-color machine, we have 2 bars per color.
To have redundancy.
Exactly. It's the redundancy question. And on the monochrome system is 2 bars per color, so 2 bars is 1 color. But we learned a lot, of course, from the 4-color machine, and we take this, let's say, this knowledge that we have, the experience we have from the 4-color system, and we put that into the monochrome system. So we're not starting from scratch. We started from the knowledge base we have already, and this enabled us to invent in a very short time frame that monochrome printer, which can be integrated into the corrugator.
Okay, what happened in a monochrome, fully digital print engine?
Exactly. So the application range can be the same like you do in analog. You print text, you print transport logos, Resi logos, whatever. But of course, now with the ability of digital print or digital, we can add variable data to the boxes. And this can be lot numbers, that can be dynamic QR codes, barcodes, and in the end, we can take off the work of labeling boxes later on. A lot of customers manually label boxes in the end with barcodes, and this is something we can do already in the corrugator. This is one application. Other applications we have in mind is more hybrid production as well. So think about the serial production of a box that should be sold in France, in Italy, in Spain. So you talk about versionings, different languages, and maybe different. Let's think about nuts. So boxes for nuts. You want to sell almonds in France, peanuts in Germany, and hazelnuts in Spain. That means you have different variation of the box. In analog process, that would mean you need to have a lot of different clichés, printing plates. In digital, of course, there are no plates. So you can change this on the fly in the digital printer directly in the corrugator. And if the customer is asking now, can I have different colors? Yes, of course, you can add different colors in your analog process. And then as well, with one printing plate, and not many printing plates anymore. This is a kind of hybrid production we had in mind as well. But for us, the main important thing is the dynamic QR codes that we can print on each and any box.
Okay, and is it commercially available? Are you going to install some of these units on existing corrugators?
Exactly. So we're talking about, with a lot of customers at the moment, the interest is very big because it's a kind of entry-level product for most of the people. Think about people in the corrugated business. They have no relation to digital print at all at the moment. So for them, digital print is something new, and then the printer, which is, let's say, easy to install and easy to integrate into the corrugator, is a very easy step for them to start with digital print. Single pass directly in the corrugator. And this is where we have the enabler for the Monochrome system.
Okay, and how do you see the market opportunities for the four-color, for the full-color machine?
So the market opportunity for four-color is as big as well, because we see that the demand for colorful boxes is growing. And we see and we hear in the discussion with customers that they feel the pain of the analog process now, because in the analog process the prices rise as well. The ink price rised, the prices for the printing plates rised as well, because to create a printing plate you need solvents, and the solvent price rised over the last year dramatically, which is a big cost for them. The other factors are, of course, waste or make ready that you will save, and if you have waste in the converting process in corrugated, we talk mainly about paper. And the paper cost, of course, is a big portion of the complete box.
Okay, so as you mentioned, this is all part of your box plant project, which is a brave and interesting project. So how do you see the adoption not only of digital printing but the whole ecosystem, which is software, which is a different mindset probably for the average box company?
Yeah, so for us, software is a very big part of the whole project. We're developing our own printer control center. We call that PCC, which is analog to the CCC, the corrugated control center. This is an own development, which is steering the complete printer, and which is our kind of software solution for the printer. As an overhead, we're working on a workflow system to combine all the needs that our customer has with his own MRP systems, for example, his own other systems, that we can combine that into one workflow. That's the major idea, and a very big topic in our company as well. That we do not just think about the hardware, the corrugator, the printer, but we need to think about software. For most of the customers as well here in the corrugated industry, they know there is software, they need software, but in most of the companies there is a lack of people that really understand what is needed to do that. And this is where we come into play, and of course try to help them to make them aware of what is needed, not only for printing, but as well for a common workflow in the corrugated industry.
Okay, Nils, thank you very much for this overview, and have a successful show.
Thank you very much. It was good to meet you again.
Thank you.